Welcome back to today's video. I'm super excited to be here sharing this with you guys. I'm going to be showing you guys meals that I eat throughout the week, primarily breakfast meals because I love breakfast and it's something that I probably cook for myself every day. Super good. So this day I started out with a everything bagel. I had some fresh avocado, crispy cucumber, and sliced Roma tomato that I put on the bagel with garlic spread, everything but the bagel seasoning, hot honey, and I made pickled red onions. This was super good. I had it with a fried egg and bacon. I definitely did not finish that, but it was super good. Had an omelet this day with red onion and tomatoes. I am definitely in my omelet phase. I've definitely mastered making omelets for myself, and they just hit every time. I seasoned this one with salt, pepper, cayenne, and some garlic powder. I added spinach and I added freshly grated Parmesan cheese, which makes all the difference. It was just so silky, so smooth. I love a soft egg, and Chef's Kiss delicious. Topped it off with some cilantro, and I had it with sourdough bread on the side, and those were the remnants. And then this day I had another toast, but it was a lox toast because I'm also in a lox phase and era. I don't think it's a phase because lox are just so good. Obviously had some freshly cut red onion, had some garlic spread instead of cream cheese because I was probably out of cream cheese, but the garlic spread adds like some sort of acidity with the lox, and it just is so good. I feel like a squeeze of lemon would be good on top of that. I'm gonna do that next time. I layered the cucumber on there really nicely. The one thing I would have done was probably rinse the red onions under cold water because it makes them not be so strong and potent, and I definitely went overboard with the onions, you'll see. So that would have been really good, but I added my load of salmon on there. I seasoned it with some everything but the bagel seasoning, and it was super yummy. I think I also added some hot honey, like a little drizzle, just to see if I liked it or not, and it was pretty good. So 10 out of 10 would recommend. I have been into these kebabs. I got them from Trader Joe's. I had some leftover jasmine rice, and I air fried the beef kebabs in the air fryer, obviously, with some olive oil spray. While I was making my salad little rice bowl, I used a Mediterranean salad mix from Trader Joe's. I love a good like crunchy salad, and this just worked out really perfectly. I used some Persian cucumber again, all things that I cook with a lot. The salad does come with like a dressing, feta cheese, and some crispy pita strips that I will be using later. And the one thing I did do correctly was run the onions under cold water so that they are not that strong. Seasoned everything with salt and pepper. And this was when I had a little issue happen with this new bottle of black peppercorns. Yeah, they just like busted open and they literally went everywhere. I'm pretty sure there's probably still some under my stove, but yeah. Not me literally just spilling all the peppercorns on the ground. I love that. I'm gonna figure that out and then we'll be right back with the video. So after recovering a little bit from that, I just tried to scavenge all of the tomatoes and onions I had cut up, and we were back in business, baby. It was okay, like just a little setback, but we were good. I put everything on my bowl. I got the kebabs out of the air fryer and cut them up into smaller bite-sized pieces because it just tastes better like that. I already don't eat a lot of like beef, so sometimes I get the ick but these have not given me the ick. I had them once before in like a little gyro pita pocket, and it was really good. I put that on my bowl, and then I got my trusty garlic spread and tzatziki that I bought at Trader Joe's, the vegan one. I got it because it had like a richer, like lemony flavor. The other one was not that lemony, and I like the thickness of this. And this was super yummy. I added some feta. This meal was a 10 out of 10. I had forgotten to squeeze some lime on there, so there's that. This has been my absolute favorite smoothie over the past year. It's been phenomenal. I haven't switched it up. It's frozen banana, frozen cherries, equal parts of both. I've recently started to add spinach just because I need the extra iron in there. I always do half a date and then one whole date. I think I forgot the seed in that one, so that was definitely an issue after. I added my Valencia creamy peanut butter. It's super, super yummy. I think the key is the boatload amount of cinnamon that I like to add. As you can see, the camera is literally shaking because I love cinnamon in smoothies. So good. It's so good for you. 10 out of 10. I also added the Chobani oat milk in there. I did make my own oat milk, but I think that it went bad already, so that's why I didn't add that. And then I would usually also add hemp seeds, but I also ran out. I guess I got a little nervous while I was filming this, and yeah, it got a little bit messy for me, but no worries. I added a little granola on top, and she was done. She was delicious. This day, I defrosted some Argentinian red shrimp from Trader Joe's. These were the seasonings I used. Salt and pepper, obviously. I would probably do garlic clove. I just didn't have any, but I did garlic powder, onion powder, oregano, and this new chili and cayenne pepper blend. And obviously squeezes of lemon in there because I need that acidity in my shrimp. I ended up putting some spicy honey, which was so good. I ended up adding more hot honey. You'll see later, but I put those in the fridge to set while I started on my pico. When I tell you guys, this was probably the best pico de gallo that I've made ever. The flavors were just so on point. I think I'm gonna get into also adding jalapenos in my pico de gallo. I just have never bought jalapenos, but I love a kick, and my spice tolerance has gone up, so I'm gonna probably start doing that. But this was so good. Oh my god, it was delicious. Everything just complemented itself really well. When you let pico de gallo sit also in the fridge for a little bit, the flavors just start to like marry with each other, and that was amazing. I love a good bunch of cilantro. I made sure to give this a rinse also, and then I showed off my phenomenal cutting skills because look at that. Like, look at me go. I definitely should practice some more, but you know. Definitely made sure to give the cutting board a nice little wipe down because cleaning as you go is like the key, especially in a smaller space of cooking. I cut up my limes. I think I used a whole lime for this, and then half of one, and the ratios were just there. Like, they were really, really great. As far as seasonings, I did do salt and black pepper. And I think I just did garlic powder, some of that chili, and cayenne seasoning that I used for the shrimp. And I put vinegar. And it was just, that's it. That's all it needed. It was chef's kiss. Super, super good. Like, look at those colors. This is my favorite part. Just like mixing it all together and watching those flavors just about to develop. And I had these corn chip dippers from Trader Joe's that I had been wanting to try with pico, and I'm so mad I waited till this long because baby, the bag of those are like done, halfway done. They're all the way at the bottom, but those are the chips. We got back into the shrimp. I sprayed the olive oil spray in here, and then put the shrimp in there. When I'm making shrimp, I am very aware. I don't want my shrimp to overcook, and this method just always works. I always put my heat on high. It makes the shrimp cook really fast. I ended up adding more honey, and then once I saw all that water forming, I immediately took the shrimp off, put them in the bowl that I had washed, and I wanted to kind of like reduce that sauce and make it almost like a glaze for my shrimp and the tortillas, and like that's what it ended up being. It was super good. So I added the shrimp back in there, I took them back out, and then I used the juices for the tortillas. The tortillas got so crispy and burnt. That's how I like them. Not too burnt, but you know what I mean. I added a little mozzarella cheese, which you don't have to, and then I started plating. The shrimp looks so good. Like, it's so bomb. And I added my pico de gallo. And I added a nice juicy squeeze of lime on here. And it was so good. This was surprisingly spicier than my average taco making. That chili spice from Trader Joe's, which is new, it's spicy, so be careful. Look at those juices. Oh my god. My little sister had like brought up these like, I guess, fake carne asada fries that she ordered, and I had some bites of that, and that was it. Bye.